remakes are real! Let's go! If you can't tell, I am incredibly excited about that. I'm incredibly excited today. I literally just got back from school. I was sitting, I'm rambling, but Sinnoh Remakes are here. I've been wanting to make this video since I saw it. I love Sinnoh, favorite Pokemon generation. I love Pokemon. Not the recent stuff because I think it's not great, but we got Sinnoh Remakes. We got the best games. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. And it's so exciting. They're developed by Ilka, who, they made Nier Automata. So, sorry, Game Freak has not been doing great recently with like Sword and Shield and stuff. So I think getting a new developer in fresh blood is going to be so good. And I'm very excited to go back to Sinnoh, get some new music. But I want to talk about the new graphics have been kind of controversial almost for the Sinnoh remake, because look at them. You can see it right now. It's up on screen. And I'll admit, when I first saw it, I was a little bit, I was a little bit surprised. This is kind of my reaction. I was like, yeah, huh? What? But now I've had a little bit of time to stew on it, and by that I mean like a few hours, and I am totally on board. I am super excited with these graphics. So now I'm going to tell you why these graphics are great and a perfect fit for the Sinnoh remakes, and it's so good. I'm so excited for it. Obvious disclaimer that just because I like these graphics does not mean you need to. Everybody's entitled to have their own opinions, and I'm not doing that. It's more just kind of to get away the naysayers, and if you're on the fence, explain why it's a good thing overall that these are the graphics. So, without further ado, let's continue with the video. All right, so the graphics, I'm going to talk about them. There are kind of three different things. There's the overworld, there's the environments, and there's like the battle graphics. So with the overworld stuff, this is very much the most drastic one, and it's a cute like chibi 3D style, and it's very different from like Sword and Shield that we just got, but honestly, I think it looks way better. It works way better because it's a lot more vibrant and has a lot more life to it than Sword and Shield does. Sword and Shield was very static, and it's just such a good way to revitalize the sprite-based things. It's like a one-to-one, and I think it is a great way to do stylized. I think that's way better for remakes because, like you see with Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, it was just I like those games. I know some people really don't. I think they're pretty fun. However, the graphics kind of can feel off at times with it. Just kind of the clashing of, trying to do 3D, but it's very much a Game Boy Advance style built world. But this is a great way to do it. It's very much like the Link's Awakening remake that we got, I think 2 years ago. Time is an illusion, so I don't really know. But I love the way they're doing this with old Game Boy and DS games, where they're kind of stylizing it and making it look really good. And so I'm a big fan of that. It's also, I'm very glad it wasn't like what we got in Let's Go, Pikachu, and Eevee, because that was just, I didn't like that. And I'll talk more about it when I get to the battle thing, but it was this style, it was this, cutesy Sword and Shield, like half style, 3D graphics, but it was that the whole way through. With this, you get, the chibi overworld style, that's very cute, but you also get, more detailed stuff in the battles and probably in cutscenes and all that stuff. So I think that's a much better dynamic on a way to do it. I will say, though, that the walk cycle and stuff, it's kind of weird. I'm not totally on board, but it's also kind of funny. And also just the character designs. Like, I like how it's cute and, they squish so much character and such good design down to that small little thing. Now, moving on to the environment graphics. Oh my God, did they look good. It is just like a 3D recreation of the beautiful pixel art. And the areas in Sinnoh are so dang gorgeous looking already. Like, oh, I cannot wait to see stuff like Mount Coronet, dude, the spear temple at the spear pillar at the end of the game, and just like the snow, the mountain. Oh, the mountains are going to look so good. You can already see a little bit of this with the flower area. I can't remember where it is. It's like right outside of Eterna City. But this one, it looks dang good. It looks very pretty. It looks very nice. And we can see now like there's some contrast with like a lot of dynamic lighting, and it looks really good as compared to the original games where it came from, where like that was some really good pixel art. The graphics with Pokemon like really peaked in Black and White and Black and White 2, but Gen 4 was really great. And so seeing those revitalized and reimagined with such care, it looks like already, like just looking at all of the areas that they showed briefly in the trailer looks so good. So that's great to see. So yeah, the environments are looking incredible as well. And I think it's going to be another really good thing to do. And again, I think that's going to kind of surpass the little, the clash you had in like Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, where it was partially, the new 3D style, as well as partially the old, limited graphics, but brought into a new style where it did not always look the best. I think this is really going to kind of circle around that problem, and I think it's going to look really good once we see the full game. And then the last thing is the battle graphics. And those are the more highly detailed sprites. That's where we see, the actual, the Pokemon running around, the trainer models. And God, look at how nice this looks. It looks so clean, and I'm excited. The one thing that has sucked with recent games is when you're like, oh, you're in a grass area, you're in a cave area, rather than actually portraying the environments nearby. But in one of these trailers, you can see like Mount Coronet Way in the background. And like, I think it looks like to me that they are going to be actually making the battle areas based in the areas that you are. Obviously not, literally single thing is going to change, but it looks like it's going to be a lot more attention to detail like that, and that is very nice to see. I'm very excited for that. But yeah, both the player models and the Pokemon models look really good, and also, it looked kind of like, maybe not new models, but maybe some new animations, or maybe even some new models. I couldn't quite tell. There was not a whole lot of Pokemon battling shown off in this, but like, are we actually getting new? Because we've had the same one since X and Y back in like 2013, or whenever that came out, 2015 maybe. It's time for new models and time for new animation. So it's very exciting to see that. And it looks good. And especially all the Pokemon look good because, they're Sinnoh Pokemon. They look great anyways. All right, this is just a quick little video. I want to get this out, talk about, why I think these are a great idea for new graphics to do. For remakes moving on, I hope we see like more of this once we, eventual like black and white remakes and all that stuff in the future. I think doing this, like the Link's Awakening remake, it's a really good way to kind of stylize it, and so you don't just get everything feeling like very samey like it would if it would have been made with with Sword and Shield graphics. And the other thing is just a little, a couple things is I really hope this is more of a faithful remake of like Diamond and Pearl, but also I kind of hope it's more of a faithful remake of Platinum with the names Diamond and Pearl, because Platinum had a lot of much better stuff than Diamond and Pearl did, like the last gym and the whole final plot stuff, and just like the quality of life changes that it made. I really want those to stay from the Platinum version and the greater Pokemon variability, but I think that's probably what they'll do. They'll take major swaths of the Diamond and Pearl game, but they'll also inject all the best stuff from Platinum there, because that is by far the most favorite Gen 4 game. Yeah, I also, just please bring back the Underground. It was one of the best parts of the original Sinnoh games. Please, I want to do the gem mining game again. I want to make my own secret bases. Please bring it back. Also, I'm just excited with the Pokemon Legends Arceus. That looks wild, and I think getting that more, Breath of the Wild almost look. But with the Sword and Shield stuff, I think splitting it into those two styles of graphics is going to be a lot better. And we're seeing like a new change in the Pokemon Company. Like, neither of these are like the same games. I don't know if like none of them are like technically Gen 9 or whatever. And it's starting in Sinnoh. That's the best possible thing that could happen. So I am very excited about it. I'm on cloud 9 right now. I love Sinnoh. It was the place that got me into Pokemon in the first place. It's by far my favorite Pokemon game. Platinum is my Pokemon generation's Gen 4. So I'm glad to see these graphics. They're putting a lot of care. And honestly, I'm glad it's not Game Freak doing it, because I feel like they would have, only gone halfway and not done a great job. And so getting a new developer in, getting some fresh blood, I think it's going to make it a lot more fun, a lot more revitalized in the series. And I'm so excited. So obviously, as you can tell from here, be prepared to get a lot more content on Sinnoh and Diamond and Pearl remakes as they actually come out and as they get closer. But yeah, I think a lot of people are going in with a negative mindset because they keep wanting like this idea of, it was like the thing with Twilight Princess where you're like, oh, we need the realistic Zelda. Not necessarily a realistic Pokemon. They're like, oh, we need the really good graphic Pokemon. But I think stylization is definitely something that can be a lot better. And it's something Nintendo does really well, is stylization over like the higher graphics. So I think stylizing it in this, in this kind of format. And we've seen that with a fair amount of other RPGs lately. And I think it's really good. And I think it can create a much more unique experience than just everything looking and feeling very samey, because they can kind of dedicate more time to those extra areas and the environments and the like battle areas as well, when they don't have to kind of make it all fit and make it all scaled to this one way. And so I think overall this is a really good thing, and people just need to have a more open mind about it. Again, not trying to force my opinion on you, just expressing it and letting you see other sides of the spectrum. So yeah, thank you. Please like this video if you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments if you're hyped for Sinnoh, and tell me which game you are hyped for, if that is the case. And let me know if you think there's going to be some sort of Platinum stuff, because I hope they don't, I don't know. I kind of hope it's like fully injected through the game, but also we get like, with the Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire stuff, whereas like, the Rayquaza after thing, I hope we get the same thing with this, with like a Giratina after thing. Because also, think about how cool the Distortion Realm would look in these new graphics. Like, oh my god, I am excited for that. So yeah, please subscribe for more content like this. It'll be coming very soon. And until next time, goodbye.